Now, many of you already know that each and every week on Tuesday, we get to see the NIV insurance registrations from some of our favorite EV stocks like Nio. And last week, from the 4th to the 10th of November, and that is last week, Monday, until, of course, Sunday, Nio Sold total NIV insurance registrations of around 2,900. Now, this makes Nio to have total registration from the 1st to the 10th of around 4,400, which, ladies and gents, as it stands, I personally think that the guidance that Nio gave in Q3 of between 15 and 17,000, it looks like as it stands we are more we are more closer to the lower guidance than the upper guidance of 17,000, which therefore means that unless something changes in the last, of course, remaining weeks for the month of December, then we are going to see, of course, Nio delivering just over 15,000 or around 15,000 deliveries for the month of December, which will therefore put Nio to a total deliveries of around 45 or just over 45,000. Now, I know that there are some of the EV competitors that are selling more than Nio, but one of the things that, of course, you need to consider or take into cognizance when we talk about Nio is, of course, Nio is a premium EV vehicles, which therefore you need to compare it against the other companies or EV car companies in its segment. I mean, last week it was so bad in a way that even a company or an EV company like Xpeng, who they sell cheap EVs, so they saw total NIV insurance registrations of around 2,600, which just show you of how pretty bad the EV industry, or how fierce of a competition the EV industry in China is currently at the moment. This shows you that the competition is too tough there, but there is hope, guys. I personally believe that Nio will be one of those companies that actually really do that well, because you know that Nio, they are doing their almost best to be the leader in this fast growing EV industry, being it producing best or top quality EV cars or premium cars, and also deploying the infrastructure, including the technology, battery replenishment infrastructure called battery swapping station, which is the only infrastructure being deployed by an EV maker globally. There is no EV maker that is currently deploying this infrastructure. Nio is the only EV maker that is currently deploying this, which makes it to be special, especially looking at the fact that other big EV companies in China are also partnering with Nio into utilizing this technology of a battery swapping station that Nio is currently deploying at the moment. So yes, regardless of these probably low sales, or regardless of the kind of sales we are seeing on a month to month falling short from what we expected to see, Nio continues to be that company that continues growing both in, of course, sales and infrastructure, or deploying infrastructure. I mean, you will know that I think at the end of November, Nio was sitting at over 5,600 charging stations mixed with, of course, battery swapping station, which is something that is pretty amazing, because it is a big deal. Because, like I said, this means that Nio, it is doing pretty good, and it is making sure that they have enough infrastructure to those people that buy their cars. And we talk about charging stations, you'll know that not only are the Nio users using Nio's charging stations by themselves or alone, but we are seeing, of course, other EV companies using, of course, Nio's charging stations. I mean, Nio has said previously that over 60% of the people that are using their chargers are non-Nio users, which shows you that there is really a demand of charging infrastructure, battery replenishment infrastructure at the moment globally, which is something that, of course, yeah, with Nio knowing that they are aggressive in terms of deployment of battery swapping station and charging infrastructures, makes me to be confident into Nio, because at the end of the day, what help does it bring if you are selling so many cars on a month to month but don't have enough battery or chargers or battery replenishment infrastructures? I mean, it doesn't make sense, because you will know that as much as I'm telling you that Nio had, of course, 5,600 battery swapping station and charging stations, the second company with most charging infrastructure is Tesla, with I think just over 2,600, which shows you that, I mean, from 5,600 to 2,600, it shows you that a lot of car companies are still, or a lot of EV companies are still lagging behind in terms of deploying this charging infrastructure, which is something that is not good, because, ladies and gents, we are going to continue seeing, of course, people fighting for chargers, because yes, the EV industry or sales are increasing, but charging infrastructure in terms of pace, we are seeing some of the companies relaxing or not aggressive as much when it comes to deployment of these chargers. Nio, it is that company that, like I said, it is aggressive, also into this, of course, or deploying this battery replenishment infrastructure and charging stations, which is something that is pretty amazing. And it is for this reason that, or it's one of the reasons that I believe that Nio will win at the end of the day. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I believe that the 2,900 we saw, it's not that bad. It still puts, I personally believe that we can still see Nio delivering over 15,000 deliveries for the month of December, and I hope for the best. In fact, I hope to see Nio getting to the upper side of the guidance, and that is delivering over 17,000 deliveries for the month of December. Otherwise, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos, and if you think that this video was amazing, please don't forget to hit the like button, comment and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. Before you buy Nio for the very first time, please do your own due diligence so that at least you can be comfortable as you are investing onto this stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.